Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Hope your weekend is going well. This is Sundays are the days I'm thinking and writing and creating. I have space. My phone isn't going off all day long with updates and questions, so it has me in a very creative space. And so I thought, because we didn't do our Saturday call yesterday, we did an amazing Sweden event. People were absolutely happy, excited. I did a long speech about, how we got here, how I got here as an individual in crypto and an individual in this company, and why I do what I do, how I think. So I did a big speech on that. That was a cool thing. It was the first time I really did it in depth about everything. And then I'm looking now at how I can contribute to everyone who's involved, because I have been around the crypto industry since early days. 2015, I saw Ethereum less than $1. I saw Bitcoin at like 150 back then, and there's people that have seen Bitcoin much earlier than that, but I just seen it. And I remember thinking to myself, if I just buy a lot of Ethereum now and just keep buying and never sell, probably that'll have me be a multimillionaire in the future. But the problem with me, in that sense, my personality type is I have to try a lot of things. Obviously, sitting in this now position, that was probably a good thing for me, because now where we are at with the company, as a result of me trying so many things, I learned so much. And, we were able to do a call every Saturday, simply just sharing and talking, not like on the highest level of crypto, but more on a functional level, for the ordinary people. What is all this? Answering those questions every week led us in the team to being part of this company, this amazing Miracle Cash and More company, and now Bellator Holding and all of that. So, but there's something to say about having seen it and been there, and then now looking at an Ethereum, that today is a little bit more than $2,000 each, and haven't seen it at less than $1. There's something to say about that, and how it actually helps you to see similar visions and similar tendencies. I had a feeling about Ethereum because of what it was doing, and I could kind of see that all these projects that were going to be launched, and it was the first smart contract chain, that it had a future, Logically, it had a future. So now, I thought to myself, well, I need to contribute. So this is not about financial advice. If you want financial advice, you should seek a professional. And all projects, all businesses, all companies in the world can fail, including ours. So there is risk, but I'm going to talk about what I see and what I'm thinking. So there's a certain amount of commissions that come in as a result of me running Bellator. And, I could take it and I can put it in the bank. I can hold it in USDT. I can lock it in. I could just not use it, or I could have a strategy. So let's talk about that, because I'm talking about many times how people are going to become wealthy with us. Well, some people, with a successful project like ours, becoming successful, Some people are going to make much less in commissions, but they're going to become much more wealthy. And some will make a lot in commissions and they will not become wealthy. And these are my thoughts. This is how I think. This is not me predicting the future. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to have tremendous success. And with tremendous success, you can imagine when you have 100,000 or 500,000 merchants buying Phoenix. And if they just need Phoenix because of the fees when they convert their crypto to fiat. So then let's say they all buy $100 worth. So that's millions of dollars of buying Phoenix. And they buy it wherever it's at. You know, it doesn't matter the price because they need it for the fees. And then you have, Score. That's Score is, Web3 credit data. Well, everyone who needs to run Score has to have Phoenix. So that's millions and millions of dollars buying Phoenix because they need it for the fees. Phoenix Arena, the games, they need Phoenix. Any project that launches on Miracle Chain has to have Phoenix as gas fees. So in that scenario, you have a huge demand of Phoenix, and then we will have a higher price Phoenix. So if we look to create a project, which we are, where we become one of the top crypto projects in the world, well, those top, if you look at the top ones, the top 10, maybe even the top 20, their market cap is in the billions. Phoenix market cap in the billions means the price of Phoenix is several dollars. So I take a percentage of commissions and I buy Phoenix. And I keep buying Phoenix because I've seen it before. I saw Ethereum do it. And so I am investing in my commissions into Phoenix. Why? Because you can never create as much wealth by simply holding on to the commissions. If you just held on to the commissions and you had them in your wallet as USDT, your $10,000 that you hold now until 3 years from now, for instance, that $10,000 because of inflation will be worth less money in 3 years than it is today. So if you had a strategy where instead of taking 10,000 and putting in it as dollars, you take 5,000 as dollars and 5,000 as Phoenix, and then you have a future price of Phoenix, several dollars, now you have wealth. So if I have 20 million Phoenix and Phoenix price goes to $5, then I have $100 million worth of Phoenix. Do you think Bellator in any scenario could pay someone $100 million in commissions? No. Never, cannot happen, will not happen. So when we talk about wealth building, we're not talking about wealth building because someone makes a lot of commissions. Commissions are great and can change many lives. Many lifestyles can be greatly improved with commissions. But wealth, can we agree, at least in the Western world, that wealth may start at, I don't know, $20 or $30 million net worth? Maybe that's what wealth is. Maybe rich is 10 million. But it starts at a higher level and becomes a legacy. It becomes generational, you know? So to be able to achieve that with us is, I believe, shareholders and those who have a great strategy around our tokens. Are there other projects out there that you can invest into, say, like as far as crypto, that will do that for you? Yeah, but how do you know what they are? At least with us, you know, the market doesn't know yet. The world doesn't know yet what we are. They can't know it. We know it as a community and because we're involved. So I'm explaining and I'm sharing, you know, we got these contracts for Miracle Pay. And through those contracts, we could have 1 million merchants in the future because there's 100 million active accounts out there. That's just through Ingenico, Pax, and Verifone and all that, right? And then in the future, if, you know, 20% of the transactions are crypto and Miracle Pay has a 1 million merchants, and all those merchants need Phoenix to transact on Miracle Chain, which all of the transactions will go onto Miracle Chain. Then what happens to Phoenix? So these are information that the market out there, they don't know about this yet. They will, they will. And I believe when they do, when they put the dots together and they see, and then they see thousands of merchants that are joining Miracle Pay continuously on a weekly basis or daily basis, then the speculation of what will happen will drive tremendous demand of wanting to own Phoenix. So people now all of a sudden from all over the world are out there buying Phoenix, you know. So when Phoenix goes on to additional exchanges and it becomes more well known, this is before that. So the opportunity, in a sense, is staring people in the face. But if you think about this, I've heard so many stories of people saying, I was there, someone told me to buy Bitcoin at $1, someone told me to buy Bitcoin at that point. Had I put just $1,000 into Bitcoin at that point, I'd be a multi-millionaire today. I made a mistake. I didn't pay attention to what was actually in front of me at that moment. So think about that. Think about what's in front of you at this moment. You have information that the world doesn't have yet. When I say you, I mean everyone watching this video, everyone who looks at our project, who sees what we're doing, who's seen and heard Douglas literally get emotional about how big of an opportunity he knows this is and how Wall Street is saying it too now. The opportunity is right there. I mean, generational wealth. I'm saying it on this video and also realizing on this video that I'm holding back. I should buy more Phoenix, you know, buy more Mirix. I've been buying, but that's what it means, I guess, to be all in on something. Again, you know, and I have to say this because this is just, you know, reality. So it's my thoughts. So I could put, say, $100,000 into Phoenix. And I could experience and that something goes wrong. I can experience that I fail. I can experience that I lose. That's the reality. But I don't think there's anyone who has legacy wealth who didn't risk it all. You know, Elon Musk risked it all on Tesla. He risked it all on SpaceX. I think he took all his money out of PayPal and put it all into Tesla and SpaceX. He risked all of it. And he's now arguably, I think, the richest individual on the planet. Now, is that something that you have to strive for? No. But I'm talking about strategy. Are you spending a bunch of the money now because you want the lifestyle? Are you it's like I said to some people, I drove Uber when I had hours in the day that I wasn't being productive. I was just driving Uber and buying crypto, driving Uber and buying crypto, because I had hours in the day where I wasn't being productive. I took those hours to just buy and buy and buy. With all of it. So it's like, are you going all out to achieve this thing that's there right in front of our eyes? It's there right in front of our eyes. Everything's pointing towards like, wow, this is an opportunity right now. I saw it with Ethereum. I'm like looking at the price and I'm like, oh, wow, I bought a lot. But I didn't hold on. I was doing everything, buying and selling. And so think about that. What would that look like? You would write on a paper, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to that this percentage of my commissions, or this percentage, if you're not a promoter of Bellator or whatever, this percentage, I'm just going to buy into this. And it could be 5%, it could be 10%, it could be 50%, whatever you say. But at least it's a written plan and a strategy on what to do. Phoenix is like half a penny. You can get so much of it. So when I finish this video, I'm going to go and I'm going to buy more. That's what I'm doing. So that's just my thoughts of the day. I think we're going to have a fantastic big week, and I wish everybody just a continued wonderful weekend. Take care.